That's how you start your show. You just say, "Let's just start it."
Usually,
I want to get this. No, we don't. So we don't know how. I don't know how to start without sounding corny. And I think I'm like, "Welcome back, guys." It's super corny.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yes.
That's like an infomercial or something.
So I don't know what to do. So I'm like, let's just keep it rolling. And
You could be pouring the Patron while you're.
I'm gonna start doing it right now.
Oh, hey,
this is the intro.
This is the intro.
Yeah, this is episode 22 of
Okay.
Cashed In, the #1 real estate podcast in the world. And today we are joined by Brandon Lombardo, a.k.a. Brandon Lombardo, who I've known for over a decade now. What, 15 years? Since I was 15. So, yeah, I've known him too long. But he's, I might kiss your ass a little bit, and I hate doing that, but he's a very cool, successful, awesome, talented person. And thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for being here.
Hey, thank you for having me. This is fun.
Yeah.
Usually I'm on the other side of podcasts, so this is different, and I do like it.
Yeah.
Gotta say.
And that's what I want to talk about today. We're going to talk about, you're like the person, one of the only people who really doesn't let shit bother you, I feel. And you don't even have to say it. Like some people are like, I don't give a shit about this, or I don't care what people think about me. And Brendan really doesn't. So it's awfully inspiring. And you've worked with a lot of very successful, very cool people in different industries, from rock bands, from icons and retired icons in the NBA to wrestlers and so on and so forth. So
No, I mean it's fun. Like I don't ever look at my job as a job. And my goal when I was young, not like young, but like 8th grade, 9th grade, when people start asking you, what do you want to do with your life? My thing was, I just want to have a fun job. Like I just want to have fun and be able to say, oh, his job is cool. That was my ultimate goal. And I don't know, it just manifested, I guess, right?
Oh, yeah. Quintessential manifestation definition for sure. Like, how did you just give the audience a taste of how you fell into what you did? You were always an artist. I remember coming to see you play in a band called Curio.
Yeah.
You were the bass player?
I was the bass player, but I was also the guy that like built our website and put our merchandise together and handled the ticket sale. So I was kind of like that marketing, driving, creative force behind it. And that's really where like everything started for me, because I'm getting my toes wet at 14 years old with Photoshop and web design. And it's like, okay, this is cool. And, it starts out super simple. I've actually found one of the old Curio t-shirts that we made.
No.
And it was like spray painted with a stencil on a white t-shirt. And I was just like, oh God, this is so fucking like, yeah, but it was good. I mean, that's just how it started. And, every time you just want to make it better and better and better with the next project.
Mm-hmm. And new technologies and things like that.
So what is it that you do? Because we've never met, obviously. Yeah. It's the first time. So, Anna's been talking about you since we started this podcast.
Yeah.
She keeps talking Brando. I feel like you're part of it.
Oh, he's inspired
now
me.
you are.
Yeah.
And so I really want to know, like, what is that, we were talking early on in life.
Yeah.
And then, like, how did you get to where you are now, like post high school, right?
Yeah, totally. So did the whole high school thing, went through, I loved the creative side of it, went to college not really knowing what exactly I wanted to do, other than, have fun. Partied, maybe a little too hard.
Sure.
Maybe that 4 years turned into 6 or 7 years. But hey, we made it.
Yep.
But nah, dude, and I went to college for emerging media and technology. So I was just really trying to grasp the creative side of things, and the Final Cut Pros, the Photoshops, and that whole side of it. Mm-hmm. And I was cooking my whole way through that. I cooked from the age of 16 to 24, 25, I want to say, working at,
like a chef.
Nah, not really a chef, but like I was just a line cook.
Okay.
Don't let him be modest. He went to Italy and he learned how to cook there. Like
I did, yeah.
Yeah. So you're doing like high end like cuisine, or
fuck no, dude. I'm working at like
Denny's, or like what?
I don't want to say the names of places I've worked.
Okay, I got
I've worked at places in town.
Okay.
And, I've worked at breweries in college towns.
Okay, I gotcha. There you go.
Yeah. But so that was my main gig, making money for the longest time. That was my only income.
Yeah, respect.
I said, all right, I had enough. I can't do this shit anymore. It's too stressful. I don't I had nightmares of like the ticket printer printing out slips.
Oh gosh.
And it's like, dude, no,
I worked in restaurants. That's
me too.
That's a horrifying
the ranch. Forgot the ranch. Like you just remember it at 3 a.m.
That fucking machine printing out tickets. It's like, oh my God. Like my skin's
you
crawling.
Go to sleep.
Yeah. PTSD from it.
Yeah, it's terrible. And I just made the move. I was like, fuck it. Let me find whatever gig I can. And I started working for the university, putting like short success stories together. And it was just video editing, and I just went from there. Made a few contacts in like the TV world. I'm not sure. You might have went to school with him. He went to your school, Doug
Who?
Michaels.
Oh my God, Shenango.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Nah, did he go to Shenango? I don't know where he went.
He was always with Shenango people, but he does amazing work for different networks.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he's so cool.
He's the best. He's the one who really got me into the television industry. I started working as like a PA and then worked as like an electrician, like just weird shit that was really out of my skill set. Yeah, but out of my skill set. And I was just like, I'm going to learn on the fly. We're going to make this work. Worked on a few television shows with him and, you know, really just kind of took it from there. But yeah, I do a little bit of everything, man. At this point, now it's just like, I'm a graphic designer. I'm a video editor. I work with, you know, a guy in Avenged Sevenfold. We have a podcast, Drinks with Johnny. And that's, you know, that's a weekly thing. We're on episode,
You're in season 4, right?
Season 4, episode 114.
So this is your podcast, okay? You're on a podcast together, or?
I'm like the guy behind the scenes, right?
Okay.
I'm the wizard behind the fucking curtain in The Wizard of Oz.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like me, him, and our partner Sam. It's the three of us together on this thing.
Okay.
He's our producer, I'm our director, and Johnny's Johnny.
Gotcha.
Johnny's the face of it.
He's the face.
And I do the advertisement voiceovers.
You too. Anna
You do?
Yeah. Anytime I need some ads, Johnny's like, yo, can you get an ad made? I'm like, it's not that easy, but all right, sure. Anna,
I'm always available.
come over on a Sunday. We're going to put a script together on the fly and just make it work.
Yeah, we did one for Father's Day. It's
We
15% off, and it was for all the daddies.
For all the daddies.
So if you want to hear that commercial, go listen to Drinks with Johnny.
Listen
Go
to
watch,
Drinks with
yeah.
Johnny. Watch it on YouTube. We make more money on YouTube, so watch it on YouTube. But also listen to the podcast because ads.
No,
So-
I've been watching some of the podcasts now that I've met Johnny. I met him at NFT NYC week. I didn't know it was NFT week in NYC. Like, it was a huge thing.
Yeah, that's crazy, by the
It
way.
was a huge
She's saying that.
attraction. I didn't understand. I'm not really in the crypto world. I'm trying to learn. Obviously, I'm more familiar with tangible assets, real estate being one. But I was involved in some pretty important things.
You were.
I was there. I was observing. I had nothing to do with it, but it was very cool to be there.
You were the only PA that I have ever worked with on any set that wore probably like a $500, $600 dress around working. all
Well,
day.
okay. So I had
Like, I swear she had like high heels on walking around New York City.
They were
I'm like,
combat boots.
combat boots.
I had that outfit picked out because I knew we were going to a party.
that
And
night.
But how was I gonna? I'm a chick. You don't understand. I have hair. I couldn't go back and forth from Jersey City to New York City to get ready. So I was like, I'm getting ready right now. I'm gonna be the volunteer PA, which I love doing.
It was fun.
It was so much fun, and we hung out with amazing people. I was fine to wear. It wasn't a dress, but it was a 2-piece. You could look it up.
Who edits your video? Can we drop in footage like right here?
Yeah.
I'll send footage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going through it all right now. We need that footage of Anna.
Oh, I can't wait to see
It's
it.
ridiculous.
With me walking behind Johnny.
Of you just being like being the PA. It's just like, what?
First of all, a PA is normally a paid gig, and this was volunteered, but I was fine. Listen, I told you I'll be a free PA.
Yeah.
Just because of all the adventures you go on is worth
It's fun.
being there. Like I had to help like Brandon's filming. He's like holding this massive like high res like super nice camera. Who knows how much it's worth? If he drops it, we're fucked. But he's walking, Johnny and some other there's another lead singer of a band, Betray You.
Betray You.
So Johnny, the band guy, they're talking and Brandon's holding the camera, and I have to hold Brandon's shirt to like guide him so he doesn't fall in a pothole. Like
I'm walking backwards.
for 13 miles.
Walking backwards, yeah.
So I'm like this and like making sure, you know, that crazy person on meth and we don't step in human shit. And I'm like going straight and I'm holding Brandon's t-shirt the whole time.
Yeah.
And we did that for 13 miles
Yeah. We
Oh my
hiked.
gosh.
around New York City when it was raining.
Yeah.
So I'm a trooper in my nice dress and I just had to recurl my hair. But then we went to the party afterwards and it was amazing. I made
Is this the board yacht egg club party?
No, not that. We went to the Death Bats Club. So the Death Bats is Avenged Sevenfold's fan club.
It's their NFT project.
It's their NFT project, and there's only 10,000
Okay.
NFTs sold.
Yeah. Right.
So their fans buy these NFTs, and I think there's only 200 some left.
No, they're all sold out. So the initial minting process, they sold through 10,000 instantly. And
Oh.
what happened was it was kind of like opening a pack of baseball cards where you don't know what NFT you're getting.
Sure,
You just
right.
buy one. But a lot of them had these utilities attached that had real world tangible assets to them where it's like, okay, if you get one of the shook ones, right, you get free merch drops for like 2 years. So they'll just airdrop like merch to your house. Some of them come with free concert tickets. Some of them come with like one-on-ones where you get to go golfing with the lead singer once a year, or you get guitar lessons from the guitar player once a year. So like it's cool shit like that. And yeah, I mean it's the ultimate fan club, really. So
to that point, I think there is a correlation too, like between the two. So like, you sound like you're pretty well versed in NFTs.
Oh fuck no, but
you're not.
I know more than like a layperson on it, right?
So, well, you're in California, right?
No, I'm in Newcastle. Yeah.
Oh, you're in Newcastle.
I'm back.
Why did I think that he was in?
He was
California?
there. How long were you there?
Okay.
I was there like 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or at LA.
No, I was down south. I was in Newport Beach.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
The best place
cool.
on earth.
So I guess so like the way that she was talking about like her experience up in New York. You know, she was talking about the Board Ape Yacht Club.
That was the party
club.
the day we left. The day after.
The day we left.
Okay, they were having the Bored Ape because the Wicked Cranium guy was going.
Yeah, he was going, and they had like, dude, Lil Wayne performing, Eminem,
Snoop.
It's like, holy fuck. Like,
yeah, that's the thing. That's
basically
crazy.
the whole
People
Super
spend,
Bowl lineup.
like some of those NFTs, those ones in particular, they're millions of dollars.
Yeah.
Like
there's
millions
1.2. We just looked it up. There's 1.2.
Yeah, but that's like with Ethereum down near 1,000. You know, Ethereum was up near like 5,000, right?
Yeah.
If not higher. And so like you just do the math there, right? You're 6, 7, 8, $9 million just for, let's call it just for what looks like is a picture, right?
Right.
But all these benefits, are tied to it. And then when you take it a step further, like, you get into like, I think we were talking about, maybe it wasn't on our podcast, about like the metaverse, right? And virtual real estate and that
Eric's
sort of
podcast,
stuff.
we were talking
on
about.
Eric's, yeah. And it's crazy. Like it's here. Like, I mean, that sense of reality, whatever you want to call it, is here. And I think that it's fascinating. So I don't know, like if you're like inner group of people, like,
no, I mean, yes and no. Like I'm still trying to learn as much as I can because I want to be early on it, even though at this point I know I'm late, right? I'm late to the party. I feel like,
trend is always late. Once it's trendy, you're late.
Yeah, but I don't know. I want to hear your take on it too, because you get into the virtual real estate, right? So are you familiar with the Sandbox? Yeah. Okay. And shit is going for like 70,000, like for a little plot of land that's not even real.
Oh, I've heard.
Like
they're like $500,000, $600,000, $700,000 for different plots. It's insane.
Well, like, what is the utility? I can't put my feet on it. So what do I do with
it? That was kind of my question because you're around it more.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's just like that virtual space, right? So that there's going to be people there. There's going to be an audience. So why not try to capitalize off of it? And you can monetize it, right? So you could sell digital goods through it.
Sure, right.
But yeah, dude, I'm still very foreign to it and trying to learn how I can integrate what I do into that space because it's crazy to me.
Yeah. And to see people go, no pun intended, ape shit over this NFT week, it makes me want to get involved. I need to get involved. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's cool too because like all of these projects, at the end of the day, it's a community.
It is.
It's a community.
It's the best way to put
cool.
it.
Yeah.
And to be in a person who has no idea about an NFT party to be, graciously invited to or graciously allowed into one. The community was amazing. Mm-hmm. Like everyone was there to meet each other. They had a common through line. They were all fans of the same band, and they weren't from New York necessarily. Not all of them. Right. So we met a guy from Canada.
A lot of people traveled to it.
The guy from Lincoln Park was there. I saw in pictures later on.
Yeah, Mike Shinoda.
Yeah, he was there, which I thought was cool. Yeah. And
he's in the episode. Watch the new episode of Drinks with Johnny.
Is he? I'm gonna watch it. So. No, the community is what, and I texted you that. I was like, community was so cool, and it made me want to be a part of it. So I bought Ethereum, and I'm trying to buy an NFT, but something was messing with my Coinbase wallet or something.
Well, where are you?
I'm bad with tech. You know this.
I know, you're terrible. What project are you buying into?
I want to buy into Wicked Cranium, and I want to buy into Death Bats because of the community, because I met Jack and Allie of Wicked Cranium, and I met the Death Bats and then Avenge. So I want to be part of it.
That's cool.
Legitimately.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And, that community aspect, it comes from the real world, but a lot of it's on Discord. So I don't know how much, how deep you guys are on Discord.
I know Discord because of Space Zebra. Like, that's it. Yeah. So I'll be like, Jake, and that's it.
Yeah. I mean, Discord's its own little thing. It's crazy to me. There's communities there, man. We have one for Drinks with Johnny. It's a paid Discord, and it's just a community. And
really?
Yeah, the people love it.
Oh.
We tried to make it free, and they did not want us to make it free. They're like, we want to have to pay for it. So it's like a tight-knit community.
Which is cool. Yeah. It's a club.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But it's still newer, too. So, like, you think of, like, these NFTs, they're newer, and then you had COVID. So like now these communities, I mean, they have these events. I mean, that's going to probably, these are probably some of the first events still, I would imagine, right? Or have these been going on for a year or so?
Probably about a year. Yeah.
About a year. So still relatively newer to the landscape.
Yeah.
Post-pandemic at least.
And from what I understand too, and this is what everyone's telling me, that NFTs, as we see them as these pieces of artwork, digital artwork, that's the most primitive form of what an NFT can be.
For sure.
Like dilutes it down.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like a token, everything could be an NFT in the future, or wherever we're headed, right? So like a bus ticket, it would just be an NFT. So just having these non-fungible tokens, a lot of people think of them as that digital artwork, but it's so much more beyond that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I think the evolution is far from where it will be, and I can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah, for sure.
This episode of Cashed In is sponsored by Vic Kustra Esquire of the Lynch Law Group, located in Cranberry Township, PA.
Vic is both a real estate as well as business attorney with Lynch Law Group. I've had the privilege of working with him over the last year or so, both as it relates to the formation of different types of LLCs, as well as the formation of lease agreements.
I've worked with him as well. He's super thorough. If you're looking for an attorney to represent you in creating an LLC or anything business related, Vic Kustra is the guy to call. Thanks for sponsoring this episode. When's the next Death Bat one?
I'm not sure. I have no idea.
I have to get my NFT.
You should just buy your NFT in the community, and then you'll know. You'll get the updates.
I'm trying. I'm bad at tech.
Anna's going to be on here next week. She's going to own like 10 NFTs.
I feel like I bought them on accident. I don't know what I have. I have a Bored Ape somehow.
And the majority of them, though, like the reality is that over 90% of them are dog shit. Like, they just are. But like you have the ones that are real, that are real projects, and so that's where it's like, but you have to know, and you have to be on the end to really know which ones are good.
Well, I made friends with that Italian guy. Remember, he told me to message him anytime that I needed to know what to buy. The fries. He had the fries. Oh, the mushroom guy.
Yes. He had very good chocolate.
Yeah.
There is one project that I'm very curious about. Are you familiar with Liquid Death Water?
Yeah,
I think so. Yes,
their branding is like awesome.
Yeah.
So someone was telling me about their project where I think they're called murder heads, and if you buy 6 of them, you get special access to. So they did this whole promotion where you could sign your soul away to them, like legally. It was a legal binding document that you gave them your soul, and people were doing this. So they're like, all right, well, fuck it. We have all these souls.
What in the world?
Yeah. So like we have all these souls. So what are we going to do with them? So they're going to mint them into NFTs. And if you own 6 murder heads, you're going to get gifted someone's soul.
What do you do with a soul?
I don't know, but I just think that's badass, and I want someone's soul.
What does a soul do? You just say, is it like when people buy plots of land in Scotland and now they're a lord?
Probably, yeah.
Or like a star in the universe. Like, oh, I own this. I bought this star for you. Right. And it really does nothing. It's just like,
do you own that person?
You own their soul. You own their essence. The physical vessel's there, but you own them.
Dude. Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's like, so fucked up.
Murder head?
Murder head.
That's pretty dark.
Yeah, it is. That's why I liked it.
Oh, my God. Okay, I'm going to think about this later.
Yeah.
All right.
He's going to be up till like 4 in the morning.
I'll be buying souls.
We have these shots.
Yeah, I've been taking mine. Look, nobody's...
Oh, okay. Well, here, cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you guys for having me on this show.
Thanks for being here, bro.
Yeah, of course.
And we're drinking Cafe Patron, which they discontinued in October 2021.
Did not know that.
But people, I really hate alcohol and I really don't like to drink, but today's a special occasion.
Then why are we doing this?
Because we're talking about drinks.
You texted me on the way down.
Drinks with Anna.
Yeah, you said, oh,
I'm
bringing Patron. I'm like, it's like a weekday afternoon.
That's what I said. I said, what are you drinking for? It's 2 o'clock.
All right, here's my reasoning was because it's Cafe Patron, so it's not like legit tequila. I think it's appropriate for daytime drinking.
It says 70 proof.
Yeah.
I mean,
you didn't ask her, did she want to drink? You didn't ask her if she wanted to drink.
I did. Oh my God, Maria.
Come on in.
Maria, count me in.
Come on in. You're a part of this now.
Come on, Maria.
This is what we do here. I want this to be the most unorthodox podcast.
That's why I was trying to go with it.
Yeah.
This is yours, my dear. You don't have to drink it all, but you can save it.
Next thing you know, the camera's going to go.
Listen, people gift me, when we have closings, people are so nice. They gift me alcohol all the time, not knowing that I don't like it. So that's what I figured I'd share it today.
Yeah.
With you
I would love a bottle of alcohol at closings, by the way.
Yeah, that'd be
just
amazing.
saying.
All right. Noted.
Bourbon.
Don't mind my.
You have a whole winery at your house.
I know.
Are you
more of a
guy?
bourbon?
Are you a bourbon guy?
I'm more of a bourbon guy. Yeah, my wife's a wine connoisseur, but
He bought a house with a winery in it.
I bought a wine. Yeah,
Oh, that's
wine cellar. Yeah.
Wine cellar.
dude.
Not a tree thing, but yeah, I was saying it wrong.
He's thinking I'm outside stomping on grapes.
What kind of bourbons do you drink? I love bourbon.
I've been a fan of. I've been on this Basil Hayden kick
Ooh, okay.
lately. Yeah,
Should we
but
refill you?
Yeah.
I'll take a little bit.
All right.
And I have coffee if you want
Stuff, I
some
got coffee
as a
cans.
chaser.
They're all shaky. We'll get
There we go.
for you.
Nice. So why don't you tell us about what we got going on right here?
There's a lot of shit. Let's start with the beer. So I mentioned the podcast Drinks with Johnny. We actually partnered up with a brewery in Southern California, and we produced our first beer, the DWJ Filthy IPA. And it's fucking awesome.
Hold it up to the camera so they can see it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the last 6-pack in existence, so I don't want to open it. I'm like very.
I was gonna say, should I open it?
No, I'm like very like.
No, don't open it.
What do
Don't
you mean
open
it's the
it.
last one in existence?
So we sold out, man.
look
We
how
sold
cool
out
that is.
really quick. They did a rebatch of it, and it's gone again. We sold back out.
And you
So-
designed
Really?
that can.
Yeah, I designed the can on it. That guy's become our mascot now. He doesn't have a name yet, but yeah, it's cool. It's a really good beer. It's strong as
I
fuck.
see it. Drinks with Johnny. Yeah, that's sweet.
Johnny's so cool. I had the pleasure of, like I said earlier, walking around 13 miles with him in New York City.
Yes, you
Hopefully, again, what's the next place?
did. We'll see.
St. Louis.
We'll see what happens.
It was the first city that came to my mind.
One of the guys who bought the NFTs won a one-on-one with Johnny, and he gets to be on an episode of Drinks with Johnny.
Oh.
And we were talking to him at the event because he was there, and apparently he has like some secret tequila den in Mexico that we're gonna go to. So like,
I'm there.
yeah.
I will pay my way. I will just be there.
So like,
It's fun. It's that fun.
yeah, it's crazy. Like, you could drink on the job, you could have fun. Like, it's a thing. I don't anymore because I've done that for too long, and the job gets harder. Like,
Yeah.
we did an episode on a golf course, and dude, that was hell.
I watched that one. That was
Dude,
funny.
that was so fucking rough because it was me and
You wreck
our producer Sam.
on the golf cart?
We didn't wreck. Johnny wrecked into us.
Yeah.
He was wrecked. But like, it was just like kind of me like doing the whole shebang. You saw how many people we had last week, right?
Yeah.
So we had an audio tech. We had 3 camera people at one point. We didn't have a
had me.
director, but we had a PA. So like, we had a solid crew. It worked. On that golf course shoot, we had me and one guy who never worked a camera before in his life. And I'm just like, all right, this is going to be rough, but fuck it, let's do this thing. And then Johnny's driving on the golf cart. His microphones are out of range, so we can't pick him up on our bag. And I'm just like, let's just do this. Let's just do it. And yeah, we made it work.
Yeah, it worked out.
Yeah.
It went fine. Went swimmingly.
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 I like that. Swimmingly.
Listen, my vocabulary, it gets wild when I
Does
start
it?
drinking cafe.
Is that a real word, though?
Yeah, Google
Okay.
it. Swimmingly.
Okay.
It's riveting. All right, segue
riveting.
into the next thing.
All right.
What is this hot sauce? Because I love hot sauce. Are we
Dude,
trying this?
Yeah, we could sample this. So I just got this in yesterday. We've produced this for about the last 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Are you familiar with Superhuman?
No.
Okay.
Is that a person?
He is an internet personality, and his videos go viral because he just stands in his backyard in Florida, and he has this spiel, and he says, "Fuck this shit," and he jumps onto something, usually like something covered in barbed wire or like
Oh my god, I was thinking like a
glass
table or
tubes,
something.
Tables,
Something that's gonna
doors.
inflict harm on him.
Yeah, a microwave once. Yeah, go ahead.
Sounds
you
like
might
on
as
like
well.
Jackass
I'm
or
gonna look
something.
him up.
Kind of, yeah. So we started doing his merchandise, 3 years ago. And I didn't think it would do much, and it took off. I'm like,
Is that your merchandise right there?
nah, I wish. Yeah.
You say that's pretty sweet.
It's a cool shirt. I like the
Yeah.
blank on it, like this acid wash tee or like a stone wash, whatever
Pretty
it
soon
is.
you're gonna have to make some cashed in gear.
Let's do
Yeah.
it. Let's
Oh my
do
God.
it.
Yes. I need your help.
That'd
I
be
mean, we've
cool.
tried to make my real estate brand.
Yeah. We
It
tried.
didn't. It's
Yeah.
we never made it. He designed everything. It looks
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it's there.
But
I think there's some sweet ideas for real estate.
I just don't know how to
Realistic
implement it
gear.
because I'm not big enough to be part of a rock world.
I mean, here's the thing: is you can always make cool shit. It's selling it, right? It's finding that audience. And
I can
question.
sell anything.
yeah. All right, let's do it.
I gotta stop drinking this. Yep. All right.
You need to finish that.
I'm a lightweight. I don't drink. Okay, so how should we sample with your spoons that you just carry around that you brought? You brought spoons.
It's a bad look.
You just
it's
bring
a bad look. I have 2 spoons in my bag.
Very Whitney Houston of you.
Yeah,
to bring us spoons.
Annie, you can sample that. I need like a yeah.
I like hot stuff.
You like hot stuff?
Yeah.
All right, let me. Where's the spoons? They're in that bag over there.
So you made the logos and everything like that on this.
So on these bottles, I worked with another artist. He produced like the front, like the guy, but I really wasn't sold on it. The rest of the label he made was pretty generic. So the guy he made, the rest of the label I put together.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's pretty intense. So we work with a company out of
World's
Florida.
snottiest peppers for the world's greatest stuntman. Oh wait, so this is the guy.
That's the guy.
This is the guy.
That's the guy. We did some hot sauce because one of his stunts that he did was pouring hot sauce. Like I think he chugged it and then it would like run into something. There's only 2 spoons. I don't want any. I've tried them, but you could definitely try them. I think this is a good one to start with.
You're gonna torture me.
No. You're gonna torture yourself.
Oh wait, there's something I wanted to touch on.
Yeah, let's do
Didn't
it.
you burn your college diploma?
So yeah, when we were talking about the college stuff, I tried to stay very positive on it. But yeah, I did burn my college degree.
But that got a lot of hype.
Got a lot of hype. I mean,
You've lit his college degree on fire.
Where'd you go to college at?
Slippery Rock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brewery slippery. I gotcha. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I just wasn't satisfied with some of the things during my college experience in terms of how deep the programs went, the software we were given to use, and I don't know, I just felt like it was a program that got underlooked compared to like their educational program or their athletics.
Safety.
You know. It's like, cool, if you're going to offer it, do it right.
Right.
That was
But you're
my
still
take.
paying the same.
Exactly. That was my take on it. So yeah, I burned my college degree, made a viral video out of it, wrote this like 4 or 5 page open letter to the university that went around.
It's actually kind of genius.
Well, it's
because everybody
it's
feels
like
that way.
rebellious. Yeah.
Well, because it's very real, you know, and I think that people feel like, you know, like we talk about all the time on here, people feel like there's just like this there's this path that, you know, you have to graduate high school, you have to go to college, you go to graduate school, you get an entry-level job, you eventually can get to retire off of a 401k, off of a plan that was never designed to be a retirement vehicle in the first place.
Yep.
You know, and so I think that I very much so relate to that. Now, I'm a believer in just getting a degree in the first place, going through that pathway, but because I think more doors open up than close, but
Totally.
you don't have to do that though.
No.
And real estate's one of the best vehicles that you can go to, that you could go through to create wealth without having to go in debt $150,000.
It's so true. I mean, even on the creative side, like I've used my college degree 0 times.
I'm sure.
Same.
Yeah,
You know? Like, yeah, if you're going to be a doctor, it makes sense. Get a fucking
Yeah.
degree. Get the education. If you're going in for...
if you're gonna get a psychology degree, that's probably not the smartest thing. You know, political science, not the smart.
Yeah,
You didn't make a face. I was
Yeah,
looking.
It's not
I'm like,
bad.
is
It's
she
not
gonna-
bad at all.
not bad.
It's like relishy.
Yeah, that one's...
I like this.
That's
Pickled?
a garlic jalapeno. Yeah, it's
Okay.
like a pickled jalapeno.
Yeah.
That's hot snot.
I like it.
I think it's like a level 4 on the heat scale.
Not bad at all.
Yeah.
Level 4.
I can
what?
handle it. Yeah. Not bad.
Out of 10.
Okay.
I would go...
Oh, it does say hot snot
this
on there.
guy's next.
That is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I eat a lot of hot stuff like
Do you?
regularly.
Oh,
So
this is awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll hook you up with some sauces.
Oh, I'd love that.
Done. Yeah, this is Psycho Dad's sexy sandwich sauce.
So what do you put it on a sandwich?
I guess, yeah.
Too much. I didn't touch the spoon, so I'm gonna put some back. Like my
COVID.
mouth didn't touch it, so I'm just gonna put it
Why don't
back.
you pour it in one of those cups, you know?
Yeah, don't pour it back in there.
Use my brain, huh?
Now you have to mix all of them in that same cup, the overflow, and then drink that. Well,
Open up
hot,
the nostrils
it's
a little
hot
bit.
snot.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad. Nothing's killing me yet.
No, that one's
Okay.
that's pretty mellow. It's like a smoky sriracha sauce.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah,
Which one's the hottest one? Pineapple ass?
this one, the
Hotter
Pineapple ass.
sauce.
the fuck this shit is even hotter sauce. Because we had an original batch. It was called fuck this shit.
Don't
is
do
hot
that one
sauce.
yet. Do the
yeah,
pineapple
I would
one.
do this one first.
So where's the name come from for that one? What's pineapple ass mean?
Pineapple up your ass.
Oh,
so
up-
he
I
did a
didn't see up
video.
your-
He did a video where
Oh, I get it.
He like jumped on a pineapple like on his butt. And I was like, all right, this is perfect. We have a hot sauce.
Oh
for
my
you.
gosh.
Dude, you can make money doing anything.
You can.
But what happened to the pineapple?
It's still up there.
Oh my god!
Imagine going to the emergency room with that. Sir, what were you doing?
I'm sure it's happened.
Oh, I'm sure. There's some.
Okay, what is this one? Pineapple ass.
Yeah, that one's a pineapple habanero.
That's probably good.
Yeah, I think it's a little hotter.
I like that one the best so far, I think. Yeah, that one's good.
Yeah, this next one, it's hot.
Maybe it'll shut me up for the rest of the episode.
It might. I don't know. It's a combination of like scorpion pepper, ghost pepper, another pepper that I'm gonna have to read the bottle.
Yeah, let me rest.
I have some high expectations here. Like I'm what I want the result of this to be.
Yeah, take your time. Give it a shake before you know.
Yeah, get all the peppers at the bottom to the top.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait.
Yeah,
I'm going to wait because I can still taste the other ones.
We'll build up to that.
Yeah, we'll build up.
Yeah.
That'll be the finale when we sign off.
The finale. A full tablespoon, though. A perfect closeout.
Listen, I'm a competitive person. I'll do it. I'm not doing a shot, but you know what this reminded me of? Remember when you made that anchovies, or that you put anchovies in a bottle, and I thought it was...
It was not anchovies. It was fish sauce.
It was fish. I thought it was liquor, but he created a label, because Brandon's an instigator his whole life. He likes to prank people, and he likes to do shit and just like sit back and watch it happen. And he's obviously good at labeling, and created this label of what I thought was liquor on a bottle, but it was fish sauce.
It was called Whiskey of the Sea.
Oh, okay.
And it was a bottle of fish sauce.
We're taking a shot of it, but I was the only one that took a shot.
Well, Anna can't smell. I don't know if that's been brought up on the show.
I don't have a sense of smell, which is why we can go and see those nasty properties sometimes.
Well, then why were you plugging your nose?
I was going like this because it was gross. I was like, oh my god, because we have a video of the last one.
Back to back, yeah. I walk in, I'm like, I smelled it, and I haven't smelled since I had COVID. I really haven't been able to smell it.
I could taste that one.
But like, that Anna was like, especially the most recent one. Like she was up there and she's
traumatized.
Like, I gotta go.
Yeah,
just don't.
Traumatized.
It's like PTSD and
it's just disgusting. Like everything else.
How people live.
Yeah.
You know, it's like people just live
and leave. Yeah.
Yeah, and leave dog shit and leave
human
things.
shit.
That might have been human.
It was New York City in an apartment. That's what we saw last time.
Have you seen The Tenants?
They weren't there. They were gone.
No. I meant like that video I made called The Tenants.
No. Oh wait, is that the one you were pitching to try to make an actual show?
Yeah.
And the producer got mad at you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Similar to that.
Yeah. But where was I going? Oh yeah. So you made the fish of the sea or whiskey of the sea, and I took a shot.
It's not bad.
Well, I couldn't smell that it wasn't liquor, so I took it and I got.
So wait, so you told her to drink that, and you said that you were taking it, but
it
you
was
took
St.
a shot of
Patty's
something
Day.
else?
It was St. Patrick's Day, yeah. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna pour out shots for everyone, and I had this whiskey of the sea, and I poured her out a shot. I'm like, all right, Anna, and everyone else had like normal whiskey, so we do a cheers, and she takes it.
It's so classic.
And someone's recording us. I'm like, why are we getting filmed? You know, it was like that should have been the number one indication. But anyway.
Yeah.
So anyway, was the reasoning you moved out to Newport Beach was because of a video you shot for the Smiling Moose?
That's where it started, I guess.
Okay,
right?
yeah.
So it was like a series of events that just kind of tumbled into this, like, oh, now I'm in California. You know, I had a business at one point called Red Dot Studios. I had a partner that I went to college with. We did production stuff, you know, photo shoots. We did corporate stuff. But the fun shit was like working with bands or like bars. So we did a bunch of videos for the Smiling Moose. They wanted to highlight their food and cocktails. And they had this whiskey. It was called Black Craft Whiskey. They're like, all right, I really want to feature this in the video. You know, the owner of the company is really cool, blah, blah, blah. So we make these videos. They get posted. The owner of the company is like, yo, those videos were sick. I want to meet these guys. So the owner of the Smiling Moose connected us to the whiskey company owner, and we just kind of networked from there. And he ended up being the guy I moved in with and lived with for 4.5 years. And he's networked me with so many other people and given me so many opportunities, and so many doors have opened up because of that. And forever grateful. So thank you, Bobby. You're the shit.
Yeah, Bobby's the best. He follows us.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. He's very grateful because I don't think I'd be doing half the shit that I'm doing if it wasn't for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a really cool dude. He's always about helping his friends succeed.
Totally, yeah.
And I met him through you.
Yeah.
And he's trying to connect me with like real estate people out in Cali. Just a really cool guy.
He's a connector, man.
He is.
Yeah, he loves to network people and just put good people together. And
yeah.
Yeah, I'm forever grateful.
Yeah.
That's
Cheers
awesome.
to that.
Yeah, cheers.
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 My mouth is kind of burning. So anyway, segueing to real estate.
Yeah.
You have an asset. You have a house.
Yeah.
Free and clear.
Yeah.
You're looking to get into investing.
Totally.
Your brother does it. He has a couple rentals, doesn't he?
He had at one point, I don't even know how many he has, but he had like fucking 70 properties.
You're kidding.
He had a lot of properties.
Wow. That's a shit ton.
Yeah.
But we were talking, we chat a little bit about it sometimes. You say you want to get into real estate, and I've given you my take, but I want to hear what Michael's take is on what would be the first thing Brandon should do and explain it to him like a baby.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretend I'm like 12. No, pretend I'm like 8. Explain to me this process, because at one point in time when I was living in California, I had like $20 to my name, and I used my last like dollars to buy a fucking Real Estate Express test and sign up for that shit. And I was going to do real estate because Anna had me sold on it, and I never finished it. So I could still do it at some point, I'm sure, if it didn't expire.
I'm more intrigued how you had $20. That's like The Rock. Like that story. He had like $7 in his pocket or something like that.
I was in a scenario where like I was very fortunate to be living where I was, and I had an income, but I spent it quickly too.
Yeah.
It was California's fucking
rent,
wild.
Everything is ridiculous out there.
California's fucking wild, man. Like drinking, really. I would go out and get a cocktail like
at Mastro's,
guys, right? Yeah, at Mastro's. I'm a bourbon guy. I like to drink Bullet.
Usually
A bullet here is like $6-7. Out there, it's like $26-7.
Jeez.
And I could fucking drink a lot, so
yeah.
Those added up really quick.
Yeah. So you own a house where at?
I'm on the east side.
Oh, you're on the east side. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's right. You're in Newcastle. So you own it free and clear.
Mm-hmm.
When did you buy it?
I didn't. It was in the family.
Oh, you just inherited. Okay, gotcha. How long have you been there for?
Now I've been there for about a year and a half.
Okay.
2 years. Like I'm gonna say I don't own this house, right? It's in my family. It's in
my
parents' name,
I thought you owned it. Okay.
No. My goal, I would love to fix it up, buy it off them, but I want to know, am I gonna make that money back based off of where we are and what the market looks like in that area?
Yeah, I mean, in that area, Anna could probably even speak better to that area. I mean, I'm from Newcastle. I don't invest in Newcastle. I live in Blackhawk.
Okay,
But most of my properties are on Beaver County or they're out of state.
Yeah.
So, I'm a big believer in, forced appreciation wherever the property is. So, for example, like if you're on the east side of the property needs fixed up, I mean, you could very easily, fix a property up cosmetically and make it just look a little bit better to the eye. And next thing you know, you're creating, $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 in appreciation just by putting 5 in, right? Because whoever's walking through there, they're going to sit there and think, wow, that looks a lot better. And then in the pictures, the comps, all that stuff. So, and it depends on what you want, do you want to be like somebody that is a landlord, right? Or do you want to be somebody that flips properties?
I always thought about that, right? And being a landlord, I feel like there's so much responsibility to it, because I don't want to be fucking responsible if someone's like AC unit blows up, right?
Yeah, and you could delegate that stuff off.
Right, yeah, I guess that's true.
I mean, and I think that it's one of those things where, well, obviously, you have a general understanding because you were going to get your license, right? Did you ever get it? You never got it? Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Should always go back.
I could. I'm not.
So you don't want to be a landlord, but you see the benefits, obviously, to owning property.
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously that you can hire someone to manage any of those issues, right? Yeah. So then it would just come down to, where do you want to invest at? Where do you want to be in? And if you're in the Midwest, I think that out of all the markets right now that you can invest in, the Midwest is it. Okay. I mean, if you're along in the Rust Belt, like in the in Newcastle, I mean, the rents are so good. Yeah. That's the thing. You might not get the appreciation in Newcastle, but you're going to cash flow those properties. Yeah, and ultimately you're going to be able to use that cash flow and allocate it to other properties in other markets once the cash flow gets to be so great, right? And now you're dealing with properties that are cash flowing just as well, maybe a little bit less, but now the appreciation starts to tick up 3, 4, 5, 6, 10% every year. Mm-hmm. And now you're in a totally different position, right? And the key is that, like, so say for example you did own that property, right? Yeah. You'd be able to own that property and say you just put a little bit of your cash into it, right? And then you're going to there's loan products that are out there that you could use to pull out, 70, 80% of the equity in that property and use that and delegate that money to, 1, 2, maybe 3 other properties, especially in Newcastle. Right?
Oh yeah. Sure. That's what I don't know if I mentioned that to you, but it's going to ultimately depend on how much you can get the house for.
Yeah, totally.
So like remodeling the kitchen, the bathroom, basic stuff, pull out a HELOC, a home equity line of credit, which is basically cash, unless you would do something different. Pull out the cash because Michael's very more well versed in like manipulating loans.
Okay.
And then buy an income producing property, whether that be, I'd say a multi-unit because it's like one roof, more units.
Totally.
I would do that first. And that's all going to depend on how much you can take out and then the type of loan that you get. It's all a math problem that you have. It's not like you just jump into it and ask questions later. It's very calculated and very methodical on what you're going to be purchasing.
Yeah. That's my struggle, right? Because I'm not that. I'm a very on-the-fly type of person.
You are.
I have the creative, artistic mindset. So it's like sitting down and planning something like that out. I could do it for sure. I just don't want to.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I mean, it's not easy. It's one of those things where you definitely need to know what you're doing to an extent, but you learn the majority of it going through the process.
Experience.
Yeah.
Right? You know, I mean, I can't tell you how many real estate books I've read over my life, but before buying and getting into my first property, I didn't read a ton, you know. I mean, I read a couple books. I mean, I talked to a few different people when I made the decision to do that. I was kind of pushed down that path to do it, but then you eventually you know what to look for, right? Like, you know, we're looking at a couple properties, you know, this week, and I just looked at one previously, so it's like I walk through. I usually know truthfully, I really know whether I'm going to buy a property before I even walk into it or not. Yeah. Like if Anna's getting a call from me saying, hey, I want to look at this property, there's probably a 75% chance I'm probably going to put an offer on it.
Yeah.
Right. But then when I get through it, if I see if things are alarming and I know what to look for, then, you know, I'll know whether to rule it out or whatever. So eventually you get to that point, but I wasn't like that first. Yeah. You know, and I was scared of the same things, like the same, like, oh, you know, I don't want to have to change a toilet out in the middle of the night. I don't want to have to do this. There's gonna be a leak, this, that. I mean, I get messages every day, but I mean, it's just in the grand scheme of things, you put it into context what you're making off of it.
Exactly.
And you have, like, you have active income that's coming in right now, right? Yeah. Some passive, I don't know, like, you know, you might have some other passive income coming in, but when you are sleeping at night and you know that somebody else is putting their head down on a pillow in your property and they're paying you to do that, that is the ultimate key to creating wealth and financial freedom.
What's your take on like Airbnbs and vacation rentals?
So I've been using Airbnbs for like 6 years. So even before they went public, they went public, and because I was in so early, they actually gave me IPO shares.
Do you have stock in Airbnb? Cool.
I sold it.
Oh, okay.
I sold it right not long after, because usually whenever you get IPO shares, you have to hold them for like so many years. Yeah. They don't let you sell, but they gave me the IPO shares, and I just heard there was no timeline. I could sell them within 24 hours after their IPO
nice.
day.
Okay.
So I was using it for a while. So now it's mainstream, right? Let's get an Airbnb. It's kind of send me a Venmo, that sort of thing. And so for somebody like you, though, I don't know how often you're traveling to other markets, right? Like, I mean, if you're going to other places, or even if you are in California quite a bit, would you say that California is probably
California is probably the main hub.
Unfortunately, that's going to be the most expensive.
Well, actually, Miami passed them. They're the most
unaffordable
city in the U.S. right now is Miami.
Yeah, I think the average is what listings like almost 700,000. I saw.
I believe it. I haven't looked, but that makes sense.
660 or something like that. Crazy. So the Airbnb route is one of those things where it's like you're able to put less money down, right? You know, well, in your case, because you don't have a property yet, you could put 3% down on a property, on a multi-unit.
Yeah, it could be your first home.
2, 3, 4 units, and you could buy it in Newcastle, maybe something for $60,000. Next thing you know, you're coming out of pocket with, you know, $3,000, whatever, just to buy this property. You know, and that's the key is house hacking, right? Like, because people think like, oh, you know what? Well, it's $60,000. You know, it's $12,000 plus closing costs, right? But if it's $60,000, you're putting 3% down. That's $1,800 plus closing costs.
Right.
Right, so I mean, it's a totally.
You'll make that back. The cash on cash returns.
You're gonna make that in a month and a half. Yeah,
you're getting a security deposit and prorated rent.
Yeah, right. Well, this is something I always look at. So, like, if I'm buying a property that's already rented, right? We'll use that as an example. Say you're coming out of pocket $1,800, 3%, right? At $60,000. Then you have your closing costs. Yep. So say you have 3 units in there. Say each of those units are renting out for $1,000 a piece, right? The security deposits equate to $3,000. Yeah. You're going to get a credit on your HUD. Well, it wouldn't be a HUD for 3 units. Yeah. But you're going to get a credit at closing for those security deposits. So that's going to counteract the money that you would have to even put down. Yeah. So you're going to put down a portion of your prepaids for insurance and taxes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
that's the point. Now you have
you're
someone
barely coming out of
paying
pocket
you
with
every month.
anything.
Yeah.
And it's a true hack. And you
yeah.
can only do it. So you can only do it the first time. Then you have to refinance out, whatever. But you have your foot in the door. You're learning, and you created an income stream by doing that. So I mean, it seems like it's more than it is.
Yeah.
It's really not. The stigma, I think, halts a lot of people.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
like
that's
the scenario
the
that he
thing.
just said is completely realistic on where we live.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Oh, I just had my
100%.
buddy buy one on the North Hill.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
that thing. Yeah,
I
same
have
exact
2
thing.
duplexes coming up.
Yeah.
79.
I mean, between that and then just looking at like tax sales and things like that every April, right? It's
Yeah.
dude, you can
There's
clean
just
up.
risk with that.
Well, you just got to go in and
Yeah,
your
just
research.
find out.
Your research.
There you go.
Yeah, California's. I mean, you could do you could do 10% down. I mean, they changed it a little bit more, but I mean, you're going to be able to. You have a place there, right?
True.
That's the thing. So
Yeah.
like
Get
you
your
have a
Airbnb
place.
out.
It's going to appreciate over time. And now instead of going, I'm sure you'd stay with a buddy or something like that now.
Yep.
But you have somebody. If you wanted to stay at your own place, you could rent it out while you're not there.
See, now you guys got me thinking.
Yeah.
Also drinking, which is not bad, but
Oh, you gotta get some more.
yeah, let's do it. Why not?
And
You
as
can
the
buy
bartender.
something. I'm gonna
I know,
sell. I'm
this
gonna
is
sell something
crazy.
today.
Yeah, next thing you know, he's gonna be under contract by the end of this podcast.
This is the
You said
scam.
79,000. All right, let's do it.
That makes sense. Meanwhile, it's like vacant.
Oh man. All right, let's go back into real estate a little bit.
Okay.
Say I want to build a place. Can
Yeah.
you use an FHA to build a house?
No,
Okay.
no,
New
because
construction loans are 5%. FHA's 3.5. So
Okay.
1.5% more.
it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then it depends on like where the land. It depends on what you're building.
Right.
So like the land, like so for example, like you can find some lenders that'll do land loans. They're
Okay.
typically not the greatest loan products.
It's a bigger risk on the person lending you the money
One
because
I-
there's nothing. There's no collateral.
There's
it's just
nothing.
dirt.
Right. Yeah. There's nothing.
right.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So I mean, you can be able to do that, you know, and then it depends on the lender and the loan products in terms of that, in terms around building. But I mean, it depends if you're buying like you could always go through a builder like a Ryan Homes or
Yeah.
something like that, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but
Unless they're sponsored.
unless they're sponsoring. Yeah, I rescind that statement.
Hey, we got a price.
That's awesome.
Proceed.
So you know, why were you thinking about building?
I would like to. That's
Yeah.
that's the goal, right? Like I want to build. We have a bunch of animals. The girl wants a farm. We're gonna make a farm. So like let's just build a
Okay.
space. Yeah.
Well, you have animals right now.
We have animals.
How many? Like plural?
2 plus a dog, but
To what?
a donkey and a horse.
In in the east side of Newcastle?
They're not.
No, they're not
Yeah,
born.
they're not at the house.
Oh, I was gonna say.
Could you imagine that though?
No, I was gonna say if I saw a donkey walking down East Washington Street,
I mean, I wouldn't be that shocked. Let's just say
I wouldn't
that.
be that shocked either.
Initially, I wanted to put him in the basement. I was like, "Oh, what the fuck? We have a basement. Put him down there." She's like, "You cannot put it in the basement."
Yeah.
Fine.
That would
your
be
electrical box or something.
Yeah, whatever.
that might be a good way to go viral. You just
Yeah.
start walking your donkey and
Or PETA would get pissed.
Mm.
I think you need like so
Oh,
many
yeah,
acres
that's
per
right.
horse. Yeah, I think in Shenango it's like 4 acres per one
Is
horse,
that what it is?
or 1 acre for 4 horses. I don't know.
I think
I'll
you're
check
making.
it.
Yeah, you're making.
I am under the influence off the check.
That's true.
Yeah.
But initially, I mean, ideally, I want to like expand that, right? I want
Sure.
kangaroo. Like we want some wild animals. What?
You didn't you buy a kangaroo?
I was that close.
Yeah.
aren't they
That
like?
close.
Won't they fight you?
It
I've
depends.
seen like a kangaroo like punch someone before.
The male kangaroos are very aggressive. If you get a female, they're
Chill.
chill.
Yeah.
Well, what would you do if it squared up on you?
I'd probably be fucked.
I was gonna say.
You know?
It sits on its tail and like
Yeah.
I mean, they're like I seen them like raise up,
Yeah.
you know, and they're like I'm like it's like they're like an alien or what I don't know what they are. Like it was horrifying.
I think I know the video you're talking about. That guy like punched.
Yes.
It was choking his
It's
dog.
choking his dog,
And so he
yeah.
punches the kangaroo, and the kangaroo's like,
Yeah,
"What just happened?" It's like he just
I
punched a
couldn't
kangaroo,
imagine.
bro.
The kangaroo is so yeah.
It like came to life real quick, and I was like, "Whoa."
yeah,
That
that's
was it's a cool video.
Yeah, I think it would be cool to have one though. At least for a little bit.
So cool. Yeah. I mean, I fed 1 pellets at a zoo, I think.
living treasures.
Yeah. Great kangaroos. Thank you, Living Treasures.
Yeah.
Another sponsor.
Another
Yeah,
sponsor.
shout out. I'm gonna take this.
Uh-oh.
You're
Here
going
we
for that
go.
leap, huh?
Yeah.
Full tablespoon.
Let's see what we got here.
All
Give it
right.
a nice little shake. You know? Let me make sure you get all those peppers in there.
Okay,
So this stuff is available for purchase at superhuman.shop. Go buy some shit.
Superhuman. Is there a code? You
No.
get a discount?
No,
All right. No
discount
code.
codes.
Discount code Brando.
Yeah. You need more than that.
No, I mean it's hotter than.
No.
I thought you said
There
you
you
were ended
go.
on a bang. There you
There
go.
you go.
All right. I'm gonna eat my words here.
I don't think it's that hot. I didn't try it though.
I don't think it's
It's hot. It's a hot one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
nice.
I think it's Tabasco in it.
I don't know. It's
Very peppery.
Yeah, there's a lot of peppers in it. It's Carolina Reaper, Trinidad Moruga Scorpion, and Ghost Pepper,
Not bad.
and Cayenne Pepper.
It's not that bad.
No.
I'm
I
very
think
hot.
You might have a little bit of
I'm
tears coming
very
in there.
hot.
Yeah.
I'm very warm.
Does that mean this is over?
I'm good. I can handle it.
It pairs well with souls if you have souls to eat. So like you could definitely.
Souls, you get your NFT and
Yeah.
you know.
I'm hiccuping now. I think my soul's leaving my body.
So that's what that is. So that's how you're getting the souls done.
Don't tell anyone. Come on.
Take a
I'm their soul source.
It's like hocus pocus. Hold on, I gotta hold my breath.
focus. I think this might be a good thing. This is a good thing for the brand.
I think so.
See,
I think
Anna's
so.
she takes the first 3 and it's all smooth. Next thing you know, it's
Woo.
It's hot.
Yeah, I can't stop hiccuping.
And then Superhuman jumps actually through the ceiling.
yeah. Here it goes. This is
I'm
the
gonna
next
take a
part. Of
shot.
There you go. That's probably not going to help. I can't imagine that was good at all.
it. Next thing you know, she's gonna
Okay.
barf.
No, I'm okay.
Cool. All right. Well, yeah.
All right, good.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to
All
that.
right, and my
Cheers.
tongue's gonna fall out of my mouth now. All right, Brando, thanks for coming on.
Yeah. Hey, thank you guys for having me. This is fun. I like to do.
My eyes are watering. You like to do what?
I like to just have a fun time and like make you guys go out of the norm. I don't know. I've never watched the podcast. I'm very guilty of that. I'll say that.
That's okay.
So
All right.
I'm curious.
Follow,
about
you
this.
share
I'm going
it,
to. I
subscribe.
follow now.
You do follow.
You do.
I am
All
subscribed.
Right.
But
Nice.
yeah, I just don't have the time to actually like sit down and physically watch the shit.
I
Even
feel
my own.
you.
I don't watch our own show.
Yeah. No.
I edit it, and it's like, all right, I've seen you 20 times already. I'm good.
Yeah. Right.
You know.
Wow. Wow.
This is great.
Superhuman.
Superhuman.
I need a prize for this.
You should have had a cracker or something.
Yeah, I didn't. I should have brought some shit. Or bread or something.
Just let Superhuman know.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, and you should follow and shout us out for that.
Yeah, actually, that's a good idea.
That hurt
I'll
my
have him
mouth.
share that clip. He's got a pretty big following. He's
Yeah,
got,
that's
like 2 or 3 mil. We'll get that shared out there.
Perfect. Thank you, Superhuman.
perfect.
Yeah,
And thanks, Brando.
of course.
Thanks, Brando.
Hey, thank
And,
you.
uh,
once
Meeting you,
again.
man.
Thanks for
Yeah.
watching Cashed In. We'll see you next time.